Okay. I have not closed my game in fear that I didn't save, but I saved, so we're good. Trial. All rise. So, if anyone...
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial.
Thank you.
So, your votes will determine the results.
If anyone missed yesterday, Chihiro died.
If you can figure out who
That's where we are.
then only they will receive punishment.
Yes, we're still in the first
But
game.
if you pick the wrong one...
If light mode is something... Listen, I like it.
then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened. And the one that deceived everyone else
Hi, Sunshine.
will graduate.
We're solving crimes today. We're solving crimes today. Spoilers for what we've seen. Also, that's a good segue though. To anyone who has not been here for any of the Danganronpa streams, please no speculation if you have or haven't played the games. If you want to say something, make like a note on your phone or something, and like we could talk about it after the trial. This is some people, I've played all the games before, but I know this is some people's in chat first time watching the game. So please keep anything like on the DL, just so that way people could kind of come to their own conclusions, like as it's all presented. Yeah. It's no longer Makoto Naegi, it is Waluigi Lauren. Yeah, Nancy Drew's on this case. The investigation for this was so nice. I forgot how much I liked the investigation for this.
Then. So, first off...
Yeah, save all speculation comments for the end.
let's talk about the murder weapon!
No Leon name drops today. Okay, what was used to deliver the fatal blow? It was a hammer! I probably should have looked at everything. Okay, it's the locker room dumbbell, because I'm a dumbbell. Oh, to remember the controls.
Chihiro's fatal injury.
No! Sorry.
It was a head.
Sorry, I don't remember the buttons. Hold on. Hold on, I don't remember the controls. Okay, aim, side. Okay, fast forward the argument. Okay. R slows down the conversation. My heartbeat now, I feel like a sledgehammer. It's a sledgehammer, babes. Okay. It may be the headwind one.
But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
It was this!
Shoot!
This game is on
Chihiro's
everything.
fatal injury.
It appears it was a... According to the Monokuma file, what kind of blunt in...
I bet it was an iron pipe.
No! That's wrong!
No, that's wrong.
You're wrong!
Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell?
I can agree with
found
that.
at the scene
Yeah.
of the crime?
Where? What iron pipe?
It was covered in blood. And there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell. As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
My days off are gonna be so swell.
Looked at her head wound?
How dare we look at her head wound when we're trying to like figure out how she was murdered. Of course, the iron pipe in his crystal ball. Yeah, it's very Katrina, and just the pipe comes up, but it's like, oh, that. Yeah, was Mans in the sewer? Yeah, we're trying to solve a murder here. No, that's wrong. At least once.
If
Yeah, I
you
had to get
don't
it out of my
mind,
system.
I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit.
I don't know if I want him to go on.
Although, I believe the criminal
Murder's
behind this
creepy.
heinous act is already quite clear.
Oh, I bit my tongue.
What? For real?
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
Oh my god. Genocide Jack, the fiendish serial killer? Did he really kill Chihiro? A new element has been added. Oh, yeah, what's the element? Oh god, how do I get rid of them? Press the A button to attach the silencer to shoot. Okay. Ugh. The time limit will decrease. Yeah. we don't know the information yet, so let's wait until they tell us. Yeah, let's wait until it's revealed within the friendships that we made along the way. Hi, Cal. Hello. I hope your day's going good. Is that a gentle? Oh, I'm on hard difficulty. Yeah, that's what I believe it's based off of, too. Although, I kind of hate I'll get into it more later when it's, like, explained more, but it's, like, in the anime, my first experience with the game, it was, like, Genocider Show or something like that. Which I just think Genocide Jack is just so stupid. It's so stupid. Okay, I don't have to do the thing. It's so much better. Okay. I'm just gonna assume I need the Genocide Jack case file.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure of it. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
Give me the time.
But that's impossible.
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on. There's just no proof.
There's proof for it.
No, it's wrong.
Oh, Jack. What a name.
I might know one reason he could be involved.
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library. I guess it's some kind of
Byakuya
confidential
showed it
file
to
the
us,
police put
but
together about
whatever.
the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now.
Did it really say Genocider Show on the book?
More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail. According to the file, there appear to be two defining
What are
characteristics
they?
in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
There was a bloody message written at the scene of our murder.
That's right. Boob lust.
No. It's actually
Boob lust. The breasts are shaking
But
to the
more
door.
important
They
is
shook the
other
door.
characteristic.
Hi, Gina.
And it's
Hello. I
something
hope
that
your
has
day's
never
going
been made
good.
public.
I know. Literally, Byakuya, like, hand fed this. Like, I was a little baby bird, and he was feeding me this information. We're like, oh my god, I stumbled across this piece of information.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
The other characteristic, how the victim is positioned.
I got it.
I won't lie. I had to really read through
In
this
every
off. Just like, what is
Genocide Jack
it?
case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way.
Yeah, we're establishing dominance over the narrative.
Other than the killer,
Yeah,
the
it's the
only
pigeon
people
mill.
who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way. So, how did the culprit know about this when only
Chihiro's
high-level
the one.
police officials were aware of it? There's only one logical answer I can think of. It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
I'm just saying, we could all go into the archive room and read the information that's there.
No fucking way.
You're saying
Yes
Genocide
way.
Jack is one of us?
Yes, in fact, it's Toko.
Gag.
What?
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
Oh my god. I know, what a way to spill the beans.
What?
And that's the gag, mama.
Okay, wait, hold on a sec. Toko has like bloodophobia or whatever, remember?
Homophobia.
What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Another riddle. Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
Avril Lavigne's impact. It does seem like a riddle in a way, but I feel like I can just about see it. Genocide Jack is Toko, but isn't Toko. What does it mean? Yeah, this weird girl who doesn't shower in our class is a serial killer. I don't want to know what that word is. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want any hints. But what does that mean? Do y'all think it's shiplet personality? Yeah, they're just saying hi. Share. I don't think that they could squeeze dissociative identity disorder. Yeah, a shiplet personality. I'm just gonna start hitting letters. No. What? Oh my god. Y'all, I don't know what this is. Schizo! Schizo! Oh my god! Okay, I'll say that's on me not knowing how to spell schizophrenia. That's on me. That's on me. That's on me there.
Genocide Jack has a split personality?
I want you to know, in my head, I was like, schizophrenia. Dissociative identity disorder. I could not. That was tough. Okay. Hi PK and hi Rotten Feet. I hope y'all are doing good. But yeah, also I cannot stress, schizophrenia is not dissociative identity disorder in any capacity. Like at all. Oh, at all.
Huh?
Yeah, it should have been split or something.
I think I read that somewhere in the file too.
Yeah, they are high schoolers, so...
I thought that the suspect might have, what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Also, this really does say Genocide or CO on it, and it's just such a better name than Genocide Jack. Oh my god. Also, well, I'll wait to see if they do it.
Okay, but still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is...
Yeah, like they could even change that for the thing.
Perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
The one thing that shows Toko could have a split personality has to do with her behavior. She fainted.
Shoot!
Y'all, I'm a flop. It's to do with her behavior. Her behavior changed.
You're talking about how she
I don't
started
understand why they
acting
changed
totally
it.
different than usual, right?
I know there's YouTube videos talking about like the weird like translation decisions they decide to make in these games, like between the original one and this, and I'm very curious to see like all the different things.
That's right.
And, like different phrasing
Think
of
back.
things.
She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
I feel like her fainting was whatever. I'm fine. I'm fine. Whoa, is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead? She must have hit her head real hard when she fainted. The world has a front and a back, a top ending and a bottom, a sea of truth and a web of lies. This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different.
She was acting funny, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm.
Oh my god. This is Among Us. It's Among Us in real life.
In other words, within her is one personality that can't handle blood, and one that obviously can.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
Oh my god. I won't let Genocide Jack have control. Oh, there's more. I'll drive out the killer. Drive out the murderous fiend.
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in.
It was to keep Genocide Jack from getting out.
It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
I miss Among Us.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside
Yeah,
of her,
I feel like they
of
should have...
killing even more people.
Cause like, I think the biggest issue is she does not have schizophrenia. So it makes no sense for that to be the fill in the blank because it's literally not even what Toko has. It makes no sense.
How?
Yeah. How can you know all this?
I do
This is
believe
my
you
second time playing.
misunderstood her.
I've played all the games before,
What
but
she's
I'm just
trying
like...
to say isn't, how can you know all this?
I'm just playing it though as if like I never played the game before just because like I don't want to talk about spoilers just because like I don't want to spoil if people haven't consumed it. Hi Melody, I hope your day's going good. We're on trial 2.
No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Oh?
Huh?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation.
He's mansplaining again.
She told me a most interesting story. She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
This is all a lie. Right, Toko?
I had to sneeze. But yeah, I like watching other people consume Danganronpa too, because I'm just kind of like, I like seeing how they feel about it. Thank you for the bless.
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
×2.
What?
Oh.
You promised. I can't believe you lied.
Togami the Third.
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little
That's
story.
funny.
I didn't ask you to.
Yosh the
This
Third.
is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale. Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here,
Togami the
no matter
Third.
what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise,
I'm sorry, I couldn't keep our promise. But don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control again.
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me.
Not lying.
That's the only
Not
reason I
lying.
promised.
how many times do I have to tell you? I never said that. But you weren't able to
I think
do
he
it.
did tell her that.
You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
I tried. I swear I tried to control it. But
I like that sprite.
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
I hate you.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
Bring her out.
Person, you don't mean.
Toko's body suddenly lunged backwards. A huge thud echoed across the courtroom, but in the next second... Oh!
Well, hello there. Is it me you were hoping to see?
Yes! What the heck?
She!
So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
Okay, so what I was gonna say earlier, hold on, I wanna make sure I get it correct. So it was like... I believe it's like, hold on, I don't want to be wrong. Because it was like in the original dub, I believe it was like Genocider Seo to Genocider Kyo or something like that, but I could be very wrong. I don't recall. But I just think Genocide Jack to Genocide Jill is so stupid. I could also be wrong about that. Seo to Show. Okay, that's what it was. Thank you. Yeah, so they went from like Genocider Seo to Genocider Show, which I just think was so much better than Genocide Jack and Genocide Jill. Like, they're so stupid. Like, why didn't they not, like... I understand why they changed it, because it's like... Jack the Ripper is, like, obviously the reference they're going for, I'm sure. And, like, I feel like Danganronpa, like, changes some of their references depending on the audience. Yeah, I don't exactly understand the original one. I just think it sounds so much better than Jack and Jill. I don't know. Like Jill the Ripper? To fetch coconuts by Kim Petras. Yeah, this is like such like a weird change to make. But I do think they do change some references though, because a lot of references Ibuki makes are to like American music. And I'm very intrigued to know, like, what Ibuki sounds, or, like, what Ibuki says in, like, other language dubs of the game. Because, like, all of her references are so grounded in US-based music. So I'm very curious about, like, some of the references they make to, like, our pop culture here. But yeah, Genocide Jill and Genocide Jack are so stupid. Yeah, Sonia's a walking Nirvana reference.
What the fuck is this?
Sounds better than just Ultimate. I agree.
What happened to you?
Not Toko. That's a loser name. And what happened is a textbook split personality.
Me as a psychology major would like to say this is not how split personalities work.
So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's fault.
Also, most people with dissociative identity disorder do not murder people. In fact, I would go as far as to say is like, almost none. Yeah, it is in fact not textbook.
She's so intense.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Yeah, I don't think physically your tongue just gets 10 times longer.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know. Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
That's true. I don't know what she's packing when she's not Jill. Oh yeah, her eyes did change color also. This is the murderous fiend Genocide Jack. This is beyond insane.
Miss Jack, Jill?
Rolls up and tucks it away.
What's up?
Look how cute she is, though.
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Show me where. Show me where a single person said that Genocide Jack was the mastermind. We were just speculating for this. Hufumi, who is some of us? Who's some of us?
Well, I'll tell you. I am the mastermind of all masterminds!
I thought Byakuya was just accusing her for, like, this murder. Was he accusing her of just, like, planning this whole shebang?
Just kidding!
Then it's not true?
Of course it's not true! How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid?
Yeah, Hifumi, where are you getting this info?
And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are
I will
totally
say, though,
powerless.
I do think they talked in chapter 1 about, like, oh, this rampant killer. But, like...
I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town!
I don't know.
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people.
Yeah, I just love liars.
It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone. Just kidding again!
Her laugh sprite is good.
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death. There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
A motive?
What's the motive?
Remember what Monokuma told us?
Oh, yeah!
If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed. Well, let's assume
like the
that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack.
Well, was it?
If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined. So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting.
Well, is it true?
But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
Oh my god.
Huh?
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
I trust her with my life.
Yeah. I could never believe a word you say, you monster!
I believe her. Maybe. Maybe she's totally right about that, but something's still bothering me. What she said. I need to get some more details about all of this. Yeah, she's proud of murder. Like, why would she say no when she's clearly a murderer?
But I didn't kill anyone.
You say
extra
that,
time.
but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi,
Shit,
huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely.
Does it?
What more proof do we need? Give it up. You killed her.
How do I look at the thing? Okay, why? What was the status of the body? I lost it. Oh, okay, yeah. I don't think I know what Mondus apparatus means. I think that's my problem.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
I'm gonna
Perhaps
lose.
if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now it's...
When you compare your past murders to the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof do we need?
Give it up. You killed her.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to...
I know, that hit!
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now it's...
When you compare your past murders to the modus operandi matches what do we need?
I'm hitting it!
You killed her.
The chipmunk voice, I have to speed it up.
You say that, but
perhaps if you had an...
Oh, an alibi, huh?
When you compare your past murders to this, the modus operandi matches...
Thank you. Oh my god. This was so much easier on the PC. Oh my god. There we go. Why is your tongue so high, Lav?
Exactly the same?
So,
I'm not so sure about that.
Lav, here's the thing. When you have dissociative identity disorder, your entire physique changes right before your eyes. So your tongue just suddenly grows. And your eye color becomes red. I'm kidding. That is in no way, shape, or form how dissociative identity disorder works. But I think that the game was just kind of like, we have to signify she's different now. I should play COD. My aiming is so good. Well, I hope your day is going good. Hi, North. I hope you're having a good day today. She fucking dead.
I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this
I
one.
agree.
Huh? How's it any different?
Well,
Uh-oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you!
I have a big issue with how a lot of media portrays dissociative identity disorder because I just think it's all very, very harmful to people that have dissociative identity disorder because it's like, I feel like most portrayals of it is like, ah, yes, this person's, one of their personalities does murder, and it's like, that's not how it works at all. Bye, Cassie. Have good lunch and bubble bath. Yeah, your tongue grows longer with each murder. Yeah, it's very
passion and conviction.
misrepresented.
I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things.
Yeah.
Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee.
I like ragu. Looks like a, oh my god, he does.
This is no creation of
a
mine.
lemon.
Let me
like
rephrase
ragu.
that in a way that maybe makes more sense.
Okay, I was like, did I ever turn on my captions? I did.
There are two clear differences between the genocide
Not the brand
Jack
drops.
cases
I
and
know,
this.
Chef Boyardee. The one, the victim's fatal injury.
For one, the cause of death is different.
Where are the scissors? Where are the
In
scissors?
the genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way. According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors.
I have a collection.
But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
My scissor collection. I want to do a Toko cosplay. I think I will, at the end, when we're on the last trial of Danganronpa. I think of this one, we'll do Toko cosplay, I think.
Yes, that is remarkably different from the other murders.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to
Yeah.
suddenly change their method?
Yeah.
And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
That's right. In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the torn.
Oh yeah, I know you don't want my scissors.
Then the arrangement of the body would be the
Are you
pesto
saying
sauce.
you don't want this pair of hair cutting scissors that I definitely got at a Walgreens?
Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking?
So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
The second difference. What was used to suspend her?
I got it! Do you remember what
Yes.
the killer used to suspend her? They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
Hi, Pepper, cute boy. Pepper, come here. Hello. Hi, Peppers. He's strutting on in. No, that's Chihiro. Junko already died. Junko died in chapter 1. Oh, there you go, cute boy. Come watch Mama be a world-class lawyer and investigator. You mean prologue? No, Junko died in chapter 1. She died after Sayaka's body was found in chapter 1. Junko, yeah, Junko's dead. Junko died. She was the second death. I know, she was too sassy. She left her mark, though. I think it's like, that's how you know a character is powerful.
What is your point?
Yeah, Monokuma stabbed her to death.
Well, in all the previous genocide Jack cases,
She just has fashion.
something else was used to suspend them.
I know, Junko served
Specifically,
looks.
pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
And guess what? I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement.
Oh, custom content.
Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally
I know, I
I'm
love
very
Junko
picky
so
about
much.
the tools I use. And you know what else?
What else?
Big Mac said there's 2 differences, but he's wrong.
Are there
Big Mac?
3?
Are you referring to me?
I'm Big Mac?
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
Oh, because my name is Makoto.
Huh?
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each genocide Jack case. There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
Pattern?
I just want to say, I'm ready for you to say, yeah, Makoto, Big Mac, they didn't really stretch it. Yeah, Chase, I'm right there with you. Does he look like, hold on. You know, I never realized they really do look the same. This is so ugly. If anyone owns this, throw it away. Huh, they do look alike. Wow. Oh, steal the look. I'm a little set. Yeah, Kyoko's blue.
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
Let's see. There's a pattern surrounding the Genocide Jack victims, and Chihiro didn't fit in. Because Chihiro was a girl.
Is it because Chihiro
All
was a
of
girl?
the people that Genocide Jack have killed.
Right on the money.
Oh my god, it's the TikTok audio.
What are you talking about?
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
Yeah, women don't hurt women. Ken, Tatsuhiro, Shoji, Kano, Takeshi, the others.
They were all guys?
Yeah, there's a TikTok audio that was really popular that, well, like really popular, but like I kept seeing it, but it was like the bingo, bullseye, right on the money.
That's right! The people I killed with such passion.
And it was like little like hand motions.
Adorable little men! I can't believe I said it!
Adorable little men.
The hell is wrong with you?
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the mopey side of me just hates it. But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
So since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
What do y'all think they would have changed everyone's names to? Had they decided to like 4Kids fan dub this?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid.
She's really on it with this
I
chef.
have too much passion and conviction
Mac.
to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy.
He'd be a baron.
But that's not all there is to it. It's a different matter entirely, when you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Quiet, lolly cur!
Jonathan Smith. Yeah, Leon would be Keith.
Lowly, cur.
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival.
Sayaka would be Mary Beth. I'm lost and confused. I'm sorry. Is there any way I can help you be less lost and confused?
And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the
She has a Hubert.
That does make some amount of
Norville.
sense.
A little Norville, Shaggy Rogers.
Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would
Sarah,
never
yeah, it'd be
use
Sarah.
my prized scissors. Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Yeah.
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find
Yeah,
any scissors
Celeste,
in the
she can
store.
keep her name as a treat. But B for Billy. Yeah, he has to have a B name for billionaire. A bitchard, and his little bitch. Catherine, oh my god. She would.
I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world scissors.
Tammy.
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that?
And they'd get rid of the word genocide. They would just make it Villain Jill.
Da, 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 da!
She's a clock.
She's fully equipped.
That's right! So I can kill anywhere, anytime. Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty
Chihiro's the one that got
by my
killed.
side?
Yeah, where were they?
Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong. You can't, can you? Gutter dogs, all of you.
Villy
Not to mention, I
Lily.
have no clue how to tie a good knot. So rope's totally out of the question
Who can tie a knot?
I have no idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Yeah. That's why we figured it had to be the real deal and not some copycat killer or whatever.
There is one person who could have copied the Genocide Jack cases. I'm just saying, he sure has been talking.
Here's my answer.
You've been saying a lot of words.
It's possible you could have found out, isn't it? You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records. Plus, you'd already looked
Celeste
through the
knows
genocide
her
Jack
rope
file
work.
before this all happened, hadn't you?
Something to keep in mind. Why is he acting all quiet? Like, okay, listen. I understand. He's being accused of doing this. However, how is he gonna sit there and be like, I know all the ins and outs of how this murderer murders. I know how these people are hung up. I know all this thing. And now, Cricket's mama, like, maybe you should shut your mouth. Maybe we should stop talking. Yeah, you can't be quiet now after you're the one who's been like, this person did all this and XYZ things that I know about.
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
I'm just saying he's acting real brand new.
Then, the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it. The adorable glasses man was behind it all.
I like that sprite.
I'm on fire!
Well, Byakuya, what's your response?
What's the response?
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me.
Why? Is he acting brand new? That has so much dust on it.
Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
Girl, when you entered the building.
Look, the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
And the locker rooms. They're suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. Wouldn't you agree? Huh? Suspicious? It seems nobody searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room.
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy...
Yeah, he actually still got that umbilical cord attached.
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say? The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
How did you know Chihiro was dead?
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
No.
On the contrary, there's something very strange.
No. Okay, I just say appreciate your thank you. What could she say? She has comments and concerns.
Okay then. What's so strange about it? Go ahead. Share with the rest of the class.
Why do you think Chihiro died? There was a clear contradiction. A new element. Oh my god. Don't tell me. A truth flashback. I hate these. I hate these. Okay, we're gonna memorize a different weak spot. Okay. Yeah, I won't be refuting. Good luck and have fun. GG, GL, HF. Okay. I got absorb. I'm a sponge.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
I'm gonna just hold on to this.
But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room...
Queen.
You absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
Shut up.
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions.
How do you know?
What's so strange about that?
How did you know?
I wish you'd taken me with you.
I may have to shoot the other one next to the other one, but it's fine.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we
Okay, it's the other way around. Okay, got it. Sorry. Wrong way.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we got... But he was acting weird.
If you're presented with the opportunity, that's unnatural. The victim
was Chihiro.
No!
Who was a girl. So,
of course, I would suggest there was no time for... What's so strange?
You wish you'd taken me with you. So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird, but he was acting weird.
If you're presented with the opportunity, that's a natural reaction. The victim
was...
Okay, I was like, if I overshot that... Oh, to be the annoying pervert character.
I'll tell you what's so strange about that.
Don't get me started on the Danganronpa personality quiz.
Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was. So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
Yeah!
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit.
No, I got Hifumi.
Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
Huh?
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead. Show us.
What's with Byakuya's attitude? It's like he doesn't even care. I've got him cornered, but he's acting like it has nothing to do with him.
What's the matter? You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
I want to snap his neck. I got Celeste and ran and never looked back. Oh, to get Celeste.
There is. I think.
Chihiro, Stan. I think at the end of all the Danganronpa games, we could have a fun day of just taking personality quizzes.
There is more to it. Think about it.
I'm thinking about
We
it.
just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
Stop talking. The differences between the cases and other Genocide Jack murders. The evidence that proves Byakuya is responsible is hidden in there. What could it be? I've got no idea. Want Haru? Oh, so cute. Hi, Cartman. I hope your day's going good. I'm gonna just put it on the stain.
What? The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again?
Yeah.
When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope, was it not?
That's right! It absolutely was!
Was it really a rope?
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
It was not a rope
Byakuya,
at all.
Where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
Stop lying!
No, that's wrong.
That's wrong. That's wrong.
Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before. Because, you see, that rope, or should I say...
Extension cord?
That extension cord?
What?
Never knew how in my life.
Byakuya, you've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you? And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time?
Hi, Richu, and Richu, happy belated by 2 days birthday. I hope you have very, very nice birthday celebrations, and I hope you're having a very good day today. I know, Byakuya, so evil. You're welcome. I hope you're welcome. I said that so quick. You're welcome. I hope that you had very, very good food and cake. Has this been a very busy couple days of birthings? Yeah, what missing after the murder?
There's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
And Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
Yeah, because Byakuya wouldn't let anyone else in the library. I bet he's regretting that now. Yeah, crickets, mama.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message. I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it. Is that about right?
Yeah, He's doing it again. He's totally calm, totally unconcerned. As if he's not even involved. Wait, not even involved?
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
He kept calling this a game.
That's a
right?
confession.
So he'd
Book
be
'em.
totally willing to do something like this to win.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second?
He used the lamp when he was reading those books. Yeah, huh. He was reading the book about several bad occurrences. Some may say some events, little unfortunate events. Maybe murderous events.
Talk about this a little more.
Your Scorpio rising. Oh, you're like, couldn't avoid all of Scorpio here.
Huh? Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
I know, but still.
Why,
There's
but
something
still?
that's still bothering
What's
me.
bothering you?
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you?
You!
I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime. Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath.
I know what the problem.
What about all that bothers you?
Wait, what was that just now? Something's not right. Byakuya's remarks. The scene of the crime!
God. You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown. She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that. How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later.
I think that too.
Along with the rest of the murder scene.
The rest of the murder
Leon,
scene?
thank you so much for that follow. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you.
That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all this.
Sakura's account!
I believe I do.
Hey, Byakuya, did I just take you off guard? When the story suddenly moved to the crime scene, Byakuya, who'd been so confident up till now, maybe Byakuya never realized the actual scene of the crime. Hallelujah. Because he reminds you, every man that is wrong makes you... Yeah, like he really does be gaslighting for no reason. Maybe Byakuya never realized the actual scene of the crime could have been somewhere else.
Don't just move on without permission. What do you mean she was killed
Have a good
somewhere
lurk.
Come on, Makoto. If there's
Looks
any
so
chance the
good.
murder
I
took
love
place
you. I
somewhere
know.
else, let's see the proof.
The proof is in the pudding, babe. I know. I know. The boys well...
I got it!
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was the
Proof
other
that she was
thing.
killed
I thought it was
somewhere
the
else
carpet.
is the poster that's hanging in
Yeah,
each
who
locker
shitted on the
room.
carpet?
Your proof is some posters?
Yes, sir.
The poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a big-boobed supermodel. But don't you think that's kind of strange?
Her breasts shook the door. Her breasts shook the wall.
Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
Why would it? Think I'm bot thing. Alrighty, no worries. No, I didn't think you were a bot. You're good. But yeah, thank you for not spoiling anything. Yes, all the blood is pink in the game. I have that poster.
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
I want that poster. Uber Eats never lies. Yeah, the breasts never lie.
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado.
Okay, Makoto, you're acting like One Direction does not have a hold on everyone, regardless of gender. Succubus of Geek, thank you for that follow as well. I appreciate it.
That doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
My kind of boys' locker room.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms. You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
Me and Sakura.
You're referring to my protein coffee.
Yes, ma'am.
Protein coffee?
While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet. but I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
No, that's not true, Ellen. It was moved. It was in the boys' locker room.
I got it! The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too? But why would anyone do that?
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other.
Sally
It's certainly
O'Brien.
plausible, don't you think? In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the bloodstained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body.
O'Brien. I was like, O'Brien. That's
By
fun.
doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
The digestive system doing some work.
I can certainly
It's an
follow the reasoning,
overtime.
but why would the culprit bother doing that?
Huh?
Why would they go through all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime? Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place? To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the card reader device.
Just to feel something.
But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room. She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
What was it?
I highly doubt that.
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
How'd she do it? I don't know. Oh, the other... The broken e-handbook?
Is it really possible?
Yeah.
Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
I got it!
What you got?
She must have hacked her e-handbook.
No, no, don't learn. Oh my
She's the
god.
ultimate programmer, after all. I'm sure that would have been no problem.
No, I don't. She used the thing to. Huh? What?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
No, no, no.
If she had that, she could
Get into the boys' locker room, no problem.
Is it really? Could Chihiro really?
I got. She must have hacked her. She was the ultimate. I'm sure that would have been no. No, I don't.
She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about...
It was broken.
No.
Oh no, the e-handbook. It's broken.
No, I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
I know, I like how the voices speed up and slow down.
Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
Yeah, Hero's kind of onto something.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
Celeste, that's where you're wrong. You can't borrow.
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It
Oh
says
my god.
nothing about borrowing.
They should have used any other word except for borrowing and loaning.
In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup, yup, yup. Hit the nail square on the noggin.
Bonk.
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked hers, like I said.
You're also
She used her
wrong.
ultimate programmer skills and...
You can't fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer
Yeah,
starts
borrowing without
blaring.
loaning, that's stealing.
So if
You
she
could
didn't
steal
use
a
Leon's
handbook.
handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook,
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just wrong.
What was my assumption?
It seems like there's no way she could have gotten
What
into the
was
boys'
my
locker room.
assumption? Oh.
Okay
oh.
then, I vote for Byakuya.
Stop talking. Is that it then? Chihiro was killed in the girls' locker room and Byakuya is the one who did it? Really? But still, I don't know what else I can do.
Hold on a second.
Thank you.
I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
Thank you.
You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say?
I understand I'm the main character of this game, and she is merely a side character in this game. However, Why is she withholding information for so long? Because, like, well, I'll get to it later.
There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right? So...
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
What?
What are you talking about? What other way is there?
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
Wait. Just what do you think you're doing?
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting? Well, all right then. I declare an official class trial recess.
For real?
Oh, for real.
Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
The girl boss antics.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
Let's ride, Queen. Queen of her hair color changing. So before I even knew what was happening, the class trial had been put on hold. We headed off with Kyoko in the lead, and where she took us was... the scene of the crime. I'm shocked this is where our field trip is.
The girls' locker room?
Priority time.
This is me riding. I'm in my car.
The Charlie XCX Let's Ride of it all.
Let's ride! Kyle, thank you so much for that sub. I appreciate that sub for 7 months. Oh my god, can we please get some hype in chat? Hello, I hope your day is going good. We are...
Search this place top to bottom!
We're trying to figure out a murder.
Pull, Missy?
Yeah, Missy.
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
Couldn't be me. You want to check it again?
Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully. Take your time.
Examine her carefully? Like using our hands?
Hey, Muzan, yes, we're doing Danganronpa 1.
No way!
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
Well, someone's
not
gotta.
Freaked out or anything. It's just based on religious grounds, you know?
Very well. I'll do it.
Thank you.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body.
Men.
Just let one of the boys do it.
Men.
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her. So just leave this to me.
Sakura. What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about? That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
A bunch of cowards.
Okay, here I go. I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Putting her hands together in a brief prayer, Sakura then began to quietly examine her body.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Her entire body? I know you say that, but... What? This is... What is this...
What is it?
Not possible. It's not possible.
Sakura's eyes were staring wildly at Chihiro's lifeless form. Her massive frame trembles.
This girl is
what?
Is a boy.
Oh my god! What?
I see. So she was actually a
Say what?
Thank you for confirming this fact.
Can I talk about my beef? Can I talk about my beef with Miss Kyoko Kirigiri here? Miss Kyoko Kirigiri, at the beginning, first of all, well, no. Any point in the trial, she could have just said, hello, Chihiro is a boy. But no, we had to go on this field trip. Not only did I have to go on this field trip, Kirigiri is sitting here being like, hello, feel up this dead corpse, give him a little grabbing and a little squeezing. I feel like there's some consensual boundaries for the people forced to do this feeling up process. Poor Sakura here. I know, she's just been sitting on this the entire time, and she's like, haha, this is gonna be so funny. Like, I don't think this is a funny joke, Kirigiri.
What?
That's it, thank you.
You're joking, right?
Making her friends do the tough work. I know! Also, Carmen, thank you for those 100 bits. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you.
I wouldn't joke about this.
Then...
This is not just a prank hand.
It's really true?
Chihiro was a guy?
Oh my god.
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat. Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy.
So, I would also like to say now, this is the reason why any messages about the gendering of Chihiro have been deleted, just because it is a crucial plot point to this trial, and it does kind of ruin, not like the big twist of the trial, but it is just kind of like, it's a very like, because going into the trial, like, they make it so, not like so obvious, but I feel like they really like drop so many hints during everything, because it's like even during one, well, I won't say that yet, but.
He was a cross-dresser? Oh, no, I'm really on fire! I wish I had
Yeah, I've been so stressed, because it's like, I'm not trying to misgender Chihiro on purpose. It's just, they have not revealed this plot point in the game, so I've just been trying to like, just say Chihiro and just not say any pronouns at all.
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Interesting.
Yeah, this game, I feel like definitely is like a victim of its time in some aspects. How do you feel, Kyoko, making your friend feel up a dead corpse?
Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting. Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom.
I love
and get
Danganronpa
back to
too.
the trial. I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial.
I'm so excited for 2. It's my favorite.
Revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy. Let's pick up from there.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
To think that Chihiro was actually a guy, the thought had never even crossed my mind.
And because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
I remember seeing like a post, I don't remember where it was, but it was like, the most unrealistic thing about Danganronpa is all of them flawlessly switching the pronouns without any of them stumbling or tripping up.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
So you're trying to tell me Kyoko Kirigiri made us feel up the dead corpse and a little like cop a feel when we could have just checked the handbook?
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room.
Love them,
and was then later moved to the girls' locker room.
Like, come on, respecting the pronouns.
And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
Hi, young daddy, hello. This is not that huge an issue for us. It's just like everyday, not like everyday thing, but it's just like, yeah, I feel like that's interesting then, because I'm like, would you say that their reactions to this are more shocking than they should be, given that, like, this game is from Japan? Hi, Hunter. How's your day going? Hello, fellow pronoun respecters. Yeah, that's one thing I want to know is, like, I think Chihiro... I don't know if they explain it, but I think Chihiro does identify as male because, like, they're always talking about, like, wanting to be stronger and, like... I think it's explained later.
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but...
Yeah, we'll wait for them to say it. We'll wait for them to say it.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
Byakuya, what you say?
This is the most titillating situation!
So now everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
There is a... Smush it. And by Ice Dragon, thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
Yeah!
Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed.
Although, he seems to be taking the news about Chihiro a little bit. He's a little shocked.
He's off in his own little world.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
I'm just gonna say no.
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it. But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
Oh my god.
What?
What?
You the one who accused him in the first place?
Yeah, Hifumi, it's called changing your perspective when new information is given to you.
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery.
I know, it's very much like if Kirigiri reveals information at a different time.
The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the
He also
murder.
consciously decided to be the only person who knew how to hang the body properly.
least,
like,
that's how I see it.
Who else knew that Genocide Jack did that?
And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you.
Are you saying he is homophobic?
And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy.
Yeah.
If you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
You would have already known.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct.
Can I be
for the time
honest?
being.
The more and more I play these games, the more I hate Byakuya. Like, I feel like every single time I consume Danganronpa 1 in any capacity, I just get more and more annoyed with him.
Mark it as correct.
Because I feel like my first time watching the anime, I was like, no beef. And now, like, subsequently every time I play these games, I'm just so over him.
He's right. I am not the culprit. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
Why do you stumble across the corpse in the girls' locker room?
Are you fucking with us right now?
Yeah, Byakuya tried to do what Edgeworth is, but just did not do it. He did not do it.
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
Yeah, the trials are fully voice acted, but everything else is like, they pick and choose.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
If you're really telling the truth, then why?
Yeah.
Why did you do that to his body?
Why?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say? Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
You tell me, Byakuya.
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
We're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
Hero, that's like so yesterday's news.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every
Yeah, he would
possibility.
mansplain NFTs to me, no
Because if we're
question.
wrong, we all die here.
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
Thank you, Queen.
Damn straight. Count me in.
You don't know what's going on.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
Oh my god.
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
That's very true.
Our lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide
I
and seek?
hate the sprite of him. I think I just want to punch it. If Byakuya didn't do it, then who's the real killer? Who murdered Chihiro? The killer is a guy.
I got it!
Since the crime scene was the boys' locker room, we would need a boys' handbook to get in. Since Leon's handbook is apparently broken, the killer would have had to use their own. In other words, it had to have been a guy. But that's still not enough. I need to find more clues. He has a very punchable face. He does. Okay. I think it's Celeste's account.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, clues are one thing, but... Did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point.
Someone did!
That might be enough for now.
Yeah. All we need right now is...
Oh my god. That was on me. That was on me. Sorry. I'm flopping.
Isn't there a single... Well,
Clues are... Did nobody get a look? I'm sure if someone saw the...
perhaps someone saw the victim at... Yeah. All we need right now...
It's over.
It's not over.
You want to know who saw the victim? The killer.
No! There we go. I should have gone through it more. I was antsy. Break!
I believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered.
Or it's getting a cramp.
What do you think, Celeste?
Yes, Celeste.
Now that you mention it, yes. I did see him.
I'm curious how these people could forget, like, what they've done. You know what I mean? Like, Celeste is like, oh yeah, I did see the murder victim. Like, how is that something you forgot? Like, oh, everyone's talking about, like, oh my god, no one else saw the victim. You'd think Celeste would be like, oh, I actually did. Like, why do I have to be like, actually, Celeste, you did?
What? Really?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this.
Yes.
The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Yeah, maybe you should tell people information.
Whatever. Just hurry up and tell us.
Yeah, I feel like... Whatever, just hurry. Oh, here about that.
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse.
The warehouse. I like her hands. Yeah, I gotta do all the work here.
Stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag. And then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
A track jacket and a duffel bag? But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd.
Well, I better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry. But why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
Her voice actress is so good.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
Uh-huh.
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he
Okay,
was meeting with
speak
very
up.
much.
Who did Chihiro trust?
So that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
What a marvelous friendship! The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was.
But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
No. You already have what you need to make the connection.
Huh?
You know who the killer is.
Seriously?
I do?
Who is it? Who's the killer?
Who?
Back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
Are you sure about that?
I mean, I know who it is, but I don't know how I'm supposed to know.
You really think we can figure out who did it based on two pieces of evidence that we
I mean, I see a track jacket and I see a duffel bag.
What? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
That'd be too easy.
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Kyoko could just so easily be like, hello, I think it is X person for XYZ reason. Why is she just kind of like, oh, you know who it is. We have all the information. Like, do you want to tell us?
Easy for you to say.
Yeah.
But fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag?
What'd you notice?
The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in
We
there
do not
are
know
the
her
same,
talent.
so
It's just question marks.
I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Ultimate not answering questions.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from. Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Talking to the killer? Oh.
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
Yeah, I'll never tell. I'm gonna just put this on. Yeah, her town's being quiet and hot.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed.
Yeah, she can talk a bit more. Yeah, okay, exercising.
So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
Why?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
Who's wearing a tracksuit?
So, what you're saying is the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
Wait!
My tracksuit is...
I don't need...
Because exercising sucks. I have a white
tracksuit first.
I got it from the wear.
Did any of that really help us get...
No way.
I know.
First of all,
We know where he was on his way to go exercise.
so next
I know.
why did
I
he
know.
choose the...
What do you
I know.
mean? I got it! It matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're... The killer was wearing...
Shoot the thing! Celeste never said what color it was! She didn't say what color it was!
Hold on a second, Mondo. What did you just say?
Huh? What'd I say?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago.
It's the camera angle, baby! If you know, you know. I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag. And then, I assume he headed off to exercise.
She never said anything about
Hi,
the jacket's
Zhongli. I
color.
hope your day is going good.
So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
Yeah!
What are you... You just...
Hey, Celeste. What color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
What if Celeste's like, oh, I'm colorblind?
As a matter of fact, it was blue.
And before we began the trial, did you tell anyone that?
The only one I told about any of this was you.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit
Yeah,
was?
Kyoko's setting this up thinking she's so smart. Like she wouldn't have had that info at the ready.
Because I just... I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the
Sitting on
investigation.
that one.
No, that can't be it. The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was is if he saw Cherry with it before he died. That's the only possibility.
Cherry?
Cherry? Are you talking about Chihiro?
So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last
When
night.
you see it last
He
night.
walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
No, that can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony,
She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
when Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
Yeah.
It would appear you've dug your own grave.
Oop.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did.
Oh my
Focus on
god.
the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
Yeah, color out.
Now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit. That's why you said you knew who did it, to put them on edge.
That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
Why? What yeah, where's the shovel? Yeah, like, my memory is not this good. God forbid I saw anyone with anyone.
But why? What made you so suspicious?
I know what!
That's a good question.
The way he talked.
There was a certain turning point that tipped me off.
He called Chihiro dude.
Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently. You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick.
I will say, though, have we ever heard Mondo call anyone a chick?
And after he was killed, you happened to refer to him as dude.
Suedon caught this one yesterday. Suedon was like, dude. And I was just kind of like, oh, like he just calls everyone dude. He's a dude, bro.
That, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
You noticed such a tiny detail?
Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're positively frightful.
No, I'm not the frightful one.
I know, the gender let people call people dudes.
Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Ooh.
Mondo, was it really you?
Was it you? That chick is crazy. Oh, okay. I have no recollection. I was like, this is news to me.
Kill Chihiro?
For plot reasons. I agree too, because it's kind of like, stan Miss Kyoko, but it's like, she really is just kind of going off of this with, for her, the only thing she had was she heard Mondo refer to Chihiro as dude, and that she felt up the body and felt a little something something. Which I feel like by itself could have been useful enough, but she has to craft this long, convoluted narrative about seeing the tracksuit color and just hoping that the person bites. Like, I feel like you could have just been like, obviously you had to know, because you referred to this person as dude. You would not have done that had you not known this person was a dude. Like, it's just so much. And it's like, you already had, like, enough to go off of.
I didn't kill anyone! You've been all over me.
Yeah.
Judging everything I say. Putting words in my mouth.
She also just withholds this information. Like... We did not know Kyoko's ultimate. It is still question mark, question mark, question mark.
What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
Yeah, he would never do something like that. This is a false accusation.
Knew this would happen. Yeah, she saw it in the tarot card reading. It's fine.
It's true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
Well, this does
They have
present us
ultimate.
with a problem.
Yes, for example,
we are all out of leads.
Celeste is the ultimate gambler. Chihiro was the ultimate programmer. That's the ultimate fanfiction writer.
Really come. That's what my little ghost friend is telling
I
me.
want to clarify. I like Kirigiri. I have no beef with her. But after you've played this game like 3 times, it's just kind of like, hold on, girl. You don't gotta do so much.
That reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you'd found some evidence?
Really?
She did.
What kind of evidence?
Actually, you know, now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
Jeez, does your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
If you really insist, then...
I really like her a lot. She was...
Here it is.
My first time consuming the media via the anime. She was like in my top 3 favorite characters.
What do you have there?
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
Scooped it up? It must belong to... It's Chihiro's...
We know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
For a fact.
For a fact indeed.
Yeah, because you felt this person up.
Sure I'd found it.
It's mine.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
He is like ultimate luck, like ultimate lucky student kind of, because he got into the school based on luck because he won a drawing. So right now he's just kind of like, ah yes, lucky, but he's so boring and bland. It's like, is he? Yes, these are all students.
I imagine
the only one that's not a student is the bear.
Any evidence after the murder?
That's odd.
Yeah, he's also a boring student, honestly. Sounds better.
Fragile.
You're right. They're not.
I hope I want him out of here.
They're waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall.
I know, why would Fumi withhold this? Because we didn't even know this.
That is a remarkably high failure rate.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere? How precisely did the handbooks get broken?
By hitting its weak point?
I got it! You already told us before that the handbook
I got him
has
so
one
many
weak point,
times.
didn't you?
It was so annoying.
Yeah! You remember that? Sure, maybe I let that slip. But I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
Maybe someone figured it out.
The handbook is supposed to never break, and 2 of them broke in quick succession. Then
Oh, I get it.
You can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness.
Thank you for telling us.
You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So, what is it?
Share with the class.
You're asking me?
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it,
just put a rule. Make a rule in the handbook.
Just tell us already. Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
Who said anything about fair?
Oh well,
life's not
I have a
fair.
weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their example? Then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is... when it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break!
I flippin' knew it!
You knew it?
Yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna.
The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get burnt, huh? It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin. If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried.
I know the information. I understand. I'm putting 2 and 2 together.
Why you feel a burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
Interesting. I learned one new fact today.
Who would know this
It's a
information?
mere trifling speck of knowledge.
Anyway, if you found the victim's handbook in the sauna, then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
Meaning the culprit somehow
Something
knew its
tells
weakness.
me. I think, isn't 212 the boiling point? Or something like that?
But how'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't
I
tell
think
anyone, right?
someone who is in a sauna may know this.
Quite the mystery.
What if they found out by accident?
100 Celsius is boiling. What's that in Fahrenheit? I don't know anything about Celsius. I don't know a single thing about
What
Celsius.
do you mean by accident?
Who was in the
The
sauna?
killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke.
But yeah, I'm gonna assume 200 is very hot.
They realized it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why.
Being in a sauna sounds so horrible.
And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had
Where's
an
the
easy
ball?
way
Hey,
to dispose
where's the
of it.
person in the sauna?
I won't say it's not possible, but Who would have done something like that?
Byakuya Togami, Your Honor.
I know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
I know.
I might know someone who did.
I know someone who did.
Whoa, seriously?
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
You know, Taka. I know who brought their handbook into the sauna. It could only be one person. It was me. No. It was... you! Because he was fully clothed.
Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
What?
Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
Well, Taka, it's either you or him, baby.
Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago.
We're also
remember?
I remember.
And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on. But little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets. And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
Yeah, the fact that we just have a serial killer here, beside the point.
No, wait,
Why
hold on.
Because his hair's
You've
sweating.
got it all wrong. He would never kill. I don't accept this. Show me the proof. The actual solid proof.
Yeah, we know she didn't murder this time, so it's fine. I don't want to believe it either, but I found something that proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt. My argument. What? This is a lot of info.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
Need a little extra time here.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
Does it?
See? Look! Makoto was wrong after all!
Was I wrong?
Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly!
Well, I need to read these. There's technically one point where the story branches. However, it's like an instant ending or the story goes on. So it doesn't really count. I know. Okay, hold on. I know what it is. He used Leon's.
Makoto's assertion.
The broken handbook was his.
Correct.
Leon's
Mondo,
works fine.
You broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is up, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
I don't know what to shoot though.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just
No,
fine.
no, stop learning things, you idiot! I'm the idiot.
See? Look!
Makoto was wrong. Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly.
Hi, Anne. Hello. I hope your day's going good. I'm just struggling with the controls.
If Mondo's handbook, then that proves that...
Well, my goddamn...
No, it does not.
It's fine.
It bounced off.
See?
It bounced off.
Makoto
It
was
bounced
wrong.
off.
Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly.
Let's test if what he says is you broke your own hand.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is...
It's too easy to shoot the words.
What Makoto said.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
See? Makoto was wrong. Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly.
I understand how Just feels. I get it now.
Let's test if what he says is you broke your own hand. In other words, if Mondo, then that proves
that what Makoto said.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
What is that bouncing off of?
Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly.
Y'all, I can't do this.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct,
then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto...
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
See? Makoto was wrong. Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't do this.
Let's test if what he says is you broke your own. In other words, if not, then that proves that what.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
See? Look, Makoto was wrong. Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly.
How does it work?
Let's test Makoto's
assertion. If what he says is you broke your own.
In other words,
if Mondo's hand, then that proves that what Makoto.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
See? Look. Makoto was wrong. Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly.
Let's test if what he says is you broke your own. In other words, if Mondo, then that proves that.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
See? Makoto was wrong. Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly.
Yeah, if I'd lose a heart, I was just bouncing off of the thing. I'm just like not hitting it is the problem. If I were getting it wrong, it would be a different thing entirely.
If what he says is correct, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's
handbook is, then that proves that what.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
Oh my god! Why do I keep learning it?
Makoto was wrong.
Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly.
If this is not even the right thing, I'm gonna yell. I'm gonna run out of time.
If what he says is correct, then you broke your own handbook.
I need these more
than
ever.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto.
I need to lower the difficulty. I don't have this. I need to lower the difficulty. I can't do this. I can't do this on console. Yeah, I like to give another try.
I refuse to give up yet.
I like to try again. Yeah, what if we gave up? We're just like, we're done. Okay. How much time do they give me? 6 minutes.
Let's test Makoto's assertion.
If what he says is correct, you
broke your own handbook.
I'm gonna start getting these.
In other words,
if Mondo's handbook, then that proves that what Makoto.
Well, my goddamn handbook.
See, I knew what it was! I knew what it was!
Mondo, the handbook you have
First
right now.
try.
Is it really yours?
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
He has Leon.
The broken handbook that was in the main hall.
I'm going to the restroom.
Isn't that one actually yours?
I got some cheese.
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own. After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
Period.
That's right! The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
So then, the broken
That
handbook
cheese
in
was
the
good.
main hall is actually Mondo's. Which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's, yes?
Look back, thank you.
But doesn't that violate the school regulation that says loaning out your handbook is prohibited?
We've been over this!
Well, here's how I look at it. There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student, but if they're dead, they're not a student.
Then what are they?
It's kind of a gray area, I admit. But no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting.
I know, like you can't lend your notebook.
As such,
or your whatever, your e-handbook.
Exchanging handbooks with
They're
a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so. I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but...
Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
What's wrong, bro? Come on, tell him he's wrong. You are wrong. You have to be wrong. Everything you just said is wrong. You made it all up.
The bro. It's the bro code.
Okay. Then why don't we look back on this case one more time, from the beginning? That way, everything will become clear, and we'll all see if I was right or wrong.
Romance. Okay. Queen. Queen. Okay. The duffel bag. Yes. Okay. Boom. Hello. This is from, yes, the last one. These I'm a little funky on. I'm gonna put both these away for right now. Okay. Sup, bro? Okay, that's what you're putting something away in a locker. Okay. Okay, we'll get back to that. Okay, the dumbbell. Lamb! Would that be here? I feel like that would be there. Okay. Okay, carpet. Rolling up the carpet. Do we unroll the carpet? Do we take down the poster, maybe? Okay. Card readers. Okay. I don't know what that is. Okay, so the rooms are switched, and then he does this. He's got his thing. The Arthur fist. Oh. Okay, then we got our bloodlust writing. Okay. And then we have our e-card readers. Okay, I'm assuming this is the broken one. Would it be this? No. Is this the sauna room? so hard to do. Put up the poster. Okay, girls' room. Now these two, I don't know. I know one of them has to be this. Or is it? Is it the workout room? Uncatchable Starly in the first reset of the day. Alex, I am so sorry they're doing you so dirty. Oh my god. I would cry many, many tears. How are you holding up? I'm so sorry they're doing you dirty like this. I know, I like the manga as it goes on in later points. I feel like I've done something wrong, but like I don't know what else I would have instead. I'm just gonna see how it goes. I'm in, on shambles, in shambles. I hope I got right.
Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct? At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag.
Okay, we got one. We got one.
That something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste?
Period. Oh, I've messed up.
With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room?
Oh! I have to flip those. Okay. There we go. Okay, okay, we're good. I think we're good now. I think we're good now. Okay.
With bag in hand,
okay, it was nighttime.
She made her way to the locker room.
But how did she get into the boys' locker room?
Victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room?
There we go. There we go. Okay. Okay, I see it all now.
Because she was really a he, which is why he was able to use his own e-handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room. Once inside, he met with someone there. And the person he met was the one
thank God it doesn't start over. Yes!
It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro,
wham!
And attacked him.
Yes! Thank God, so far so good. Minus where I already messed up.
Carpeting in the boys' locker room came from.
Oh my god.
It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned. Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. First, pulling up the bloodstained carpet. Then, removing the bloody poster. And finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room.
I think it's times like this I would like to mention. I have played every game in the franchise. I do know they fine-tuned the minigames a lot more in the other ones. Because I know, like, it's been a while, so I remember all the in-tune details and everything, but I do remember being very like, ooh yes, V3, I really like how they've done everything in this. Hi, Suedon. Maybe a little bit. So how did he get into the girls' locker room again? He used one of the dead people's. One of the dead people's card readers. Yeah, we are simply role-playing our first time with this game. So, Suedon, do you want me to tell you how we got to this point? Or do you just want to see how it all plays out? Hello, Oweya. Yes, who did you suspect?
A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course. But this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl.
Toko? It wasn't Toko.
After all, Sayaka and
although
Junko's
Toko
handbooks have been placed
does
in the main
have
hall.
split personality. And one of her her only split personality is a murderer.
Using one of those, a boy could get
Yeah,
into
she
the
was
girls' locker room
suspected.
without much problem.
Yeah, she has a long tongue
And
now.
that's exactly how the killer did it. With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work.
It's a shame she doesn't have more. Well, she does.
They changed the layout of the boys'
I'm
and
just
girls'
saying, now
locker
wouldn't
room
that be
in
some
what
plot
you might call
devices?
a crime scene switch.
Yeah, boy, have you got a VOD.
That could have been the end of things, but no. Byakuya discovered the body and
Byakuya?
decided to intervene in the situation.
A third person is a
making
manga
things
artist?
even more complicated.
Can we talk about how fucked up Byakuya is as a person? Like,
so
he sees a
stumbling
murder
on
and
the
he's
crime
like,
scene,
I'm gonna spice it up a little.
He went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work.
I know, like, what the hell? What the
He used
absolute
the cord
hell?
to string up Chihiro's lifeless body. Then, using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime.
Raymond Animal Crossing.
He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for
There are
the
very few things, I've heard that before, but there are very few things that, like, make me question if I want to have Raymond, like, long term. And that's, like, one of the points is, so what if I don't have Raymond long term?
And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade,
Makoto sadly is not living for the
killer,
drama.
having already disposed
Also,
of
I was
Chihiro's
right, that
bag
is the
and other
sauna.
belongings, arrived at the sauna. There, they planned to destroy the
I
last
had
piece of
the
evidence.
drama after
Chihiro's
this.
handbook.
He
And
just
as
did
the
nothing
killer
except expose
expected,
Toko.
The steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget.
Like, did he even think Toko really did it, or was he just kind of like, I'll just blame you?
Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of
So,
the sauna.
Suedon, Chihiro is a boy. So, that is how Chihiro accessed the boy bathroom. That's why, you remember yesterday, someone referred to Chihiro as dude, and you were like, dude?
And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had
What?
already wrecked their own handbook.
Dun dun dun!
And that's how it all played out.
I'll just expose for having other personality. You guys lied to my face? Yes! Because you were putting pieces together!
Isn't that right, Mondo Owada?
Because I want you to know. I want you to know. I was just like, oh yeah, he calls everyone dude. I want you to know the point as to how that was like damning evidence was because he only calls guys dudes and he calls girls chicks. Like, he quite literally does not call everyone dude.
Wait. No.
Yeah, you knew too much.
Right. Where's your evidence? Yeah. Where's your evidence?
Taka, we had evidence.
You need evidence.
We have evidence
You
of the
need proof.
wazoo.
Without any proof, you can't pin any of this on him.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry we had to lie to you. Evidence that Mondo's the killer that already revealed itself earlier in the trial. All you have to do is check that one item of his and everything will become clear. Yeah, what else is there? Let's take a bit of fever time, and I don't know what that is. Bullet time, press the R button. Fever time will activate the tempo before to its max. A random, oh, love that. Opponent's verbal assault, but only lasts till your focus gauge runs out to make the best use. It will only be fair to you got access. Okay, my opponent can use it. He's gay. The bros. The gay bros. I don't remember the controls for this, so I am going to have them. I am going to have to look at the controls again, because I don't remember this. I will say, I really do enjoy it. Just from like a watching the game standpoint, or like a consuming the medium standpoint, I really like when the person you argue with at the end is not the person who the killer is, because I really like it when it's like, oh my god, you're like defending them. Okay, so A to lock on, and then X to attack.
You're wrong! I won't listen! I refute you! False! Show me some evidence! I won't listen! I refuse to vote!
I have to do this. I can't see what this is.
I won't listen! I refute you! False! Show me some evidence! I won't listen! You're corrupt! I refuse to vote! False! Show me some evidence!
I couldn't see it. I was so stressed.
Show me some evidence!
Broken e-handbook! Yeah, like the angst of denial. Yeah. He really is a walking
So far,
JoJo
right?
character.
Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's.
I hate that part. Playing it is so annoying, but basically, you just have to press the button in rhythm, and then you press, like, you A to lock on, then X to shoot, and then when the tempo is up, you're just free to click with Reckless Abandon.
Case, we can just check.
But I
each of our
hate when they
handbooks
do
right
the
now.
negative mode, because I can't see what I have to press.
Once we do that, we'll...
We don't gotta do that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, just A and X, and then R to make it all go faster.
I did it. I killed him.
Which I like that mode, because I don't like being in rhythm. Because I don't have rhythm. Thank God they fixed that in every... I'm gonna get an F on one section. B. How many coins did I get? Because we gotta try and get an item before the next trial. Yeah, Mondo killed Chihiro! And then Byakuya just hung up the body for the drama.
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with. Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Roger that.
Wait! Hold on!
This shit ass!
No waiting, no holding on.
Not my favorite character.
Time for the moment we've all been waiting for.
It's the worst.
Grab your lever and give it a yank.
Oh, Byakuya would not be a theater kid. He would like make fun of theater kids, but like he would be like, everyone's just kind of like, oh, I thought you did theater, and he's like, no. And Duskai could change him.
Who will you elect as the Blackened this time around?
I'll take the
Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
What's it gonna be? Tell me, can you hear me? Can we hear? Don't die, you're so sexy. And of course the audio. So low. Or you don't vote. We can't technically vote wrong necessarily, because that's like a whole cutscene thing. In the other games, I think you can pick, and I think it's just kind of like they'll just say like it's one vote against however many other votes, and it's just kind of like majority rules. Oh, I dropped the cap. I see it. But yeah, we can't like come to the wrong conclusion, essentially. Uh-oh! This time it looks like you got it right again! Yes, it is so. The blackened that killed Chihiro Fujisaki was Mondo Iwata.
Unbelievable.
In case you're wondering, the vote was not unanimous. Kiyotaka chose the wrong answer. You're treading very close to the danger zone, Mr. Ishimaru. You need to be more careful. I refuse to believe it. There's no way. No way he would kill someone.
Sorry.
What is this?
Why are you apologizing? Why? 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 Why did you do it?
Now then.
Well, it looks like Mondo's taken a vow of silence, so allow me to explain on his behalf.
Actually,
the story of the murder this time is the sad story of two men. Oh, but for anyone who doesn't really want to hear it, you can hit the B button to fast forward the text. The Y one, give Y, give Y. You'll have to see. I know, very our gaze trope, always. Anyway, there was once a young boy, and his name was Chihiro Fujisaki. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. You're so weak even though you're a boy. He had heard things like that as long as he could remember, and he couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide and buried himself further and further into that weakness, to take on the fragile form of a petite young girl. He had chosen that as his way out. Now nobody will be able to say anything about even though you're a boy. But no matter how tight he wrapped himself up in that shell, the inferiority complex had already taken deep root inside of him and was not so easily weeded out. As it turned out, that shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear. Instead, it only grew stronger and stronger. In real time, I know! Poor Suedon's like, Mr. Child's like, I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. I'm weak.
Weak.
Once the killing game had begun here at the school, he had no choice but to accept this fact. After all, this world is survival of the fittest. If you're not strong, you don't survive. And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets, which of course included Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge. Even though he dresses like a girl, Chihiro is actually a boy.
Hey,
And that was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter the cost. If that was revealed, it would be the end. The hardened shell would crack, the armor would fall away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than before. Everyone figured being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair. And yet...
I'm sorry.
I don't really want to talk about it right now.
But
I also don't want to leave things the way they are. So maybe I can talk about it later. After I try my best to become strong, then I can tell everyone. Annoyingly, he used the thread of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger.
That's right.
Now's my chance.
I want to change.
I'm going to get stronger and accept who I am. Strong enough so that when someone says, even though you're a boy, I'll be okay. I'll get better. With that thought at the front of his mind, he resolved to take immediate action. And so... that day, he made the commitment to begin exercising. He was prepared to retrain his mind and body. But sadly, that would be the first and only chance he would get at it.
Hey,
When he decided to start exercising, he thought it'd be good to ask for someone's help. But he wanted to tell that person in secret first, and then ask them to help him from there. And that person he went to...
yeah, that's right.
It was me. Yep, it sure was! The biker gang fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were. So Chihiro probably figured that even if he confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep the secret. Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was the very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro had always aspired to. Yes? Okay, hello. Package came in the mail. Okay. Maybe talking to Mondo about it will give me some courage. So he went and asked... I feel like Chihiro is not the one who should be saying, so he went and asked Mondo to help him become strong, but... So he went and asked Mondo to help him become strong. You'd think so many iterations of this game later they would have fixed that by now, but I guess not. That was his aspiration. And he thought that only with Mondo's support would he ever been able to come to that.
Correct.
Y'all know what they were trying to say. So then, that must be why Mondo did what he did. To keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro. Huh? He did what? You mean that's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room into the girls' locker room?
Indeed.
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Wasn't that to cover up what he'd done?
Certainly.
That could have been a part of it. I mean, why don't we just ask Mondo? He's still right here. That could have been a part of it, but I don't think that was the main reason. The real purpose was to keep the promise between men he made to Chihiro. But how does moving the body keep his secret? Because if everyone knew he'd been killed in the boys' locker room, then everyone would have been arguing about how she got into the boys' locker room, right? Once that started up, at least a few of us would have immediately begun to suspect his identity, so... He tried to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook. See? Then Mondo did all of that to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro, who he'd also killed. Why would he do that? The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trusted each other, right? So why? Why did you... Because no matter what, I didn't want anyone to know.
I knew it.
So that's what triggered it, after all. The possibility of having your embarrassing memories and secrets exposed.
What is this?
That's impossible. Nothing could have been that bad. Something he didn't want anyone to know, even if it meant killing someone?
You're wrong.
It's impossible.
Don't make me repeat myself.
How many times must I repeat myself? To judge others by your own standard is the height of folly. Even if you can't comprehend it, he obviously can, and that's all there is to it. Well, while we're on the subject, why don't I tell you? That embarrassing memory, the secret he didn't want anyone to know. That's kinda a little shy. Welcome back from the meeting.
Hey,
You know what Mondo did? He killed his own brother. Oh my god. Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes all the hoodlums and riffraff across the country tremble. What? But the only reason he had the chance to join a gang in the first place was because of a certain someone. Mondo's older brother was named Daya Owada. Mondo had nothing but respect for him. It was because of Daya that Mondo ever got on a motorcycle. Mondo's brother was his only family growing up. He was the only one Mondo could trust or respect. He wanted to measure up to his big brother, so he imitated him in everything he did. Mondo was the epitome of the starry-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had put together a local motorcycle gang. And before anyone knew it, it had grown into the biggest biker gang in the country. Daya, the older brother, #1 in the gang, and his #2, his younger brother, Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy. I can go for something with gravy. Oh. I could change him too. Nothing stopped me. I could change them both. But when Mondo started to think about how he would have to take over the gang from his brother someday, his brother's greatness, his reputation, began to gnaw on Mondo's very soul. The kid's gonna take over for Daya, huh? Daya created this gang with his bare hands. Mondo's just along for the ride. Can someone like that really be our leader? All that'll do is make the gang look bad. Almost every day, Mondo heard the gossip and whispers of the other members of the gang, which is why...
I
gotta get stronger. Stronger than Daya. Once, just one time, No matter what, I gotta win.
Don't fuck with me.
I don't care what it takes. I gotta come out on top. And on that night of his amazing brother's retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street duel. Crazy Diamond, baby! But during the race, tragedy struck. The kid brother pushed ahead with reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed into oncoming traffic. But suddenly... laying in his kid brother's arms, the older brother delivered his final words. My bad, kid. I fucked up. Sorry. Of course he knew it was his brother's fault, but Daya never blamed him for what happened. Hey, kid. The rest is up to you. No matter what, you gotta keep the gang together. Cause it's the only team cause it's the team you and me put together. It's a promise between men. Yeah, like, they didn't kill him. Like, Monokuma gaslighting here. He decided to hide the truth of what happened from everyone else in the gang. In order to keep the gang together, he kept the promise to his brother. He could never admit to anyone that it was his own weakness that caused the accident. And as a result, the team was made even stronger under the banner of the kid who'd bested his big brother. Daya was gonna lose to his kid brother, so he got stupid and got himself killed. That became the explanation for what happened. Mondo's lie became the truth. He wanted to lead the team so bad, he was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother. I'm strong. Strong, 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 strong. And yet, as soon as our killing game began, he realized, no matter how tough he pretended to be, he was just another weakling that could die in an instant. And then the lovely, the hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. At that point, it was clear I would have no problem shedding light on his secret. Mondo killed his own older brother. No matter what, I couldn't let the other gang members find out. If that happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother had worked to create would have been destroyed. His death, all the guilt I'd been carrying around, it all would have been for nothing. And that's why Mondo, after I saw what Monokuma had on me, my head filled with all kinds of fuzzy uneasiness, and just started swirling around. I never felt anything like it before. I didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to think or say, but after a while, that fuzzy uneasiness turned itself into a rock-hard lump of anxiety way down in my stomach. And it was right around then that Chihiro asked me to start working out with him. And right there, he told me a secret. Seriously? Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry I lied to you. But why? Why now? Why are you telling this all of a sudden?
Huh?
Huh? Because, I mean, you've kept that secret all this time, right? If anyone found out, you would...
But...
You're right, but...
I want to change.
I wrapped myself in lies. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of me forever. His words were like a knife in my gut. I felt like he was exposing the lie I'd been living myself. I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong, it can't hurt you, right? Whatever secret Monokuma might tell us.
You piece of...
So what? You're saying I should just say it?
What?
You're saying if I really am, I should just be able to tell everyone my secret?
Huh?
I was jealous. I was jealous of Chihiro's strength. He had the strength to face his own weakness, to try and overcome it. It was the kind of strength I never had. So I was jealous of him. And that jealousy broke me.
What?
Are you making fun of me? I'm strong. Are you fucking with me right now?
No.
I'm not making fun of you. You really are strong, Mondo. I feel like I could hear something starting to creak. Something inside my head. What do you want me to do? What was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to sit back, let my secret get revealed and ruin everything?
What's wrong?
What's wrong?
Damn you!
Why do you have to tell me all that? Are you trying to rub my failure in my face?
I just wanted to...
No, I just really admire you. I admire your strength.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. I am strong. Strong. I'm strong. Strong, 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 strong. Stronger than you.
You son of a
and
bitch.
Stronger than Daya. I don't remember anything after that. Awesome. It's such a good game. I love Danganronpa. When I woke up again, he was lying at my feet, covered in blood. I had the dumbbell in my hand, and I was just staring at him, down at the ground. Hey!
I killed him. I killed Chihiro. Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been. And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
Mondo. He was normally so aggressive, so angry. He hid that weak side away from everyone. That was his secret. A weakness like that lived in a heart like his, and it turned him cold-blooded. God damn it. Look at him, you see? You're all just like him. For a secret from the past, for a memory, for that he killed another living human in cold blood. He can cut free of his regrets from the outside world. He doesn't know what true strength is. Do you see hope anywhere in there? 'Cause I sure don't. You bastard. I know, Ricky. It's like, I had such a nice time having to read nothing, and now it's like, the vocal cords. Just in time for class, Sam. I am so sorry. Danganronpa trials are not a media that can be consumed before class. Yeah, it was heated. There was a sauna involved. There was not cold, but it was hot. A little boiling point. Just shut up, you son of a bitch. Go ahead and say that again. I dare you.
Yep.
Okay, I'll say it as many times as I want. Is what I want to say, but unfortunately, I can't do that because the time for punishing is fast approaching. I'm gonna raise the volume because that way we can hear the thing. Punishing?
It can't be.
I'll turn it down until we're there. I thought it was happening. You mean execution?
Well now.
That's what I promised you, right? The blackened that disturbs the peace will be punished.
Ridiculous.
Hold on.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
For Mondo Wada, the ultimate biker gang leader. It'll just have to be loud for a second. No, wait, what?
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
I said wait!
Sorry, man. I couldn't keep the promise we made.
I give a
From
star.
one man to another.
Goodbye, corn boy. Mondo has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. You'll always have the bathhouse. Goodbye, Mondo. Monokuma having the hair sense. Suidan, I'm so sorry this is what you came back to. The cage of death. Yeah, this is a good execution. Oh. I'm sorry, it's still quiet. I don't want to tap out of it so the screen doesn't go small though. Mondo Butter. Hello, Butter Boy. I turn it down. Laugh at death and your soul will forever be at peace. Me backspacing, I'd eat it. Cartman, thank you for the 100 bits. I appreciate it. That execution went smooth like butter. It can't be. My brother. Another murder, another execution. I want to feel again. Everyone's lives are taken so lightly here. I feel like I might be going mad. Maybe I'll just let it happen. The velocity. Oh, Butter to put his cord hair. As Taco's sad screams invaded our skulls, we were each forced to realize once again. But he, of course, he had to. What disappointment. This is the end of the game? Byakuya?
What is this?
You're completely insane, you know that? A game? One of our friends is dead. Do you realize that?
Naturally.
Of course I do, because this is a game of life or death.
Hey.
I don't have anything to say to you. I don't have a response, except that...
However...
I just don't understand why. Why did you go out of your way to disguise Mondo's crime?
What?
Why? Isn't it obvious? Because it made things more interesting. His voice was calm, emotionless, like the voice of death. It chilled me to the bone. Last night, when the murder took place, I was in the library. As usual.
Honestly.
So you ignored the nighttime rule, too. That rule never mattered to me. I don't recall agreeing to it.
There is nothing to be done.
Hold on, we'll get the reason in a second. I want to relaunch it because audio's cracking. You will learn peace one day. You'll have to accept him as the butter boy that he is. Enter full screen. Okay. Hello? Hide sidebar. There we go. Well, I don't particularly care. Please, continue. The night grew late. I decided to return to my room, which is when I stumbled upon him. I spotted Mondo coming out of the girls' locker room. Is this not information you say during the trial? After he'd gone, I looked inside and saw the corpse. What? What? You mean you actually witnessed the murder? He was such a fool. He didn't have the slightest idea that I'd seen him.
Well...
So you're saying you knew who the culprit was from the very beginning?
That's right.
Indeed. But if that had been the end of it, how boring would that have been? I mean, what a waste of time to have the answer revealed right at the beginning. Which is why I decided to lend a little helping hand. I thought it would liven things up. We did all that to liven things up?
I see.
So after hearing about Genocide Jack from Toko, you decided to use that to create the fake murder scene? But damn, man. If we hadn't figured out who'd really done it, you would have been dead too, right? Well, obviously I would have revealed the truth before it reached that point. Of course. Byakuya turned and looked me in the eye. I could feel his sharp eyes piercing into me. Thanks to a certain remarkable someone, it never did. And I was able to perform an interesting experiment.
Interesting.
Once I do decide to become blackened, I know who I'll have to watch out for. What?
Correct.
So that was your reason. Are you satisfied?
Indeed.
Yes. We're done listening to your story. Moving on.
Hey.
There's something I'd like to ask Monokuma.
What's this?
He called us remarkable when he calls me remarkable. Yeah, when I kill someone. Is this trying to be a bitch? Yeah, this bitch is trying to be a bitch. No more reason. That's it. That's his reason for existing. Oh, I'm up next? You like to perform these elaborate executions each time, correct? My question is, why? Do you like them? But you know, this punishment, this despair, it's not just for you. All this punishment, all this despair, it's my gift to mankind itself.
What?
You're over-exaggerating. I am not over-exaggerating. These punishments are meant to transform all hope and despair.
Damn.
What do you mean? 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 Mean?
What the heck?
Mean? Good grief, I don't understand why you have to pick apart every stupid little thing. Whatever, it doesn't matter. In the end, I'm going to stand alone as the victor, and then everything will be revealed to me.
Ooh,
Ah,
how exciting.
the noble son of a noble family. Truly, you understand me. I think this is the start of a terrifying friendship. Shut up. I would never stoop to the level of a childish criminal like you. Let me just say this. After I have achieved complete victory, you're up next. I'm going to find you and kill you. Understand?
In the name of my family.
In the name of the Togami family, for which victory is a foregone conclusion.
You're getting all riled up.
Oh, so cool! It's like you're the main character of a video game or something. No trash mob for you. I swear, whatever it takes, I will kill you. Woohoo! Temper! Sounds like someone needs a nap. Yeah, Togami is not the main character. I am! Monokuma's laughter peeled across the courtroom, and the curtain closed on this case of Chihiro and Mondo. But I knew that wasn't the end. The killing game would still continue, because the mastermind wouldn't let it end. For those of us who were still alive, or our worst fear and despair kept on multiplying. It was the kind of despair that felt like a blind puppy in hell had more of a future than us. All of our courage, our effort, our friendship, it felt like it amounted to nothing at all. It was the worst kind of despair. Oh. I love Cat's Cradle.
Like I was saying, this is a pretty good spot. Yeah,
oh my god.
A really good spot. Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things
It is all just one
had a
narrative
chance
for
to
everyone
get
playing.
boring? Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any stopping it.
It would be interesting if there were like different outcomes and things, but no, it's all a very linear narrative. The only thing that we really have control over playing the game is the people we talk to during the free time events. That's the only thing that like will differ from people's game to game. Yeah, Richard!
Fear and despair charge
Richard.
Nothing can hope to match. But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part. You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right? Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now. So just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay? After all, that's what everyone wants to see.
There's one thing I'd like to ask you.
As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away.
Who is it? The 16th high school student, I mean.
Ooh. My. You really took me by surprise.
A 16th student?
I know I said you could ask anything, but... Super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied. Because you see, that's my ace in the hole. And nobody'd be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
Chapter 2. Coming to a close. Boy's Life of Despair. I will just say, it really was in the title, huh? Wow. 10 people left. Yeah, it's me. Oh my god. Swamp mods. Spoiler! I'm the 16th student. We got the Crazy Diamond present. Yes. Save my data. Yes. Okay. How do I leave? How do I get out of this? Okay. I forgot you can save from here. Okay. Hold on. We're gonna return to the title. I'm not done. I'm not done. We have to see if we get the item we need for chapter 3.